Wings of Redemption.
I'm not in that cloud. Like I honestly wasn't going to stream today, but like, because I had a headache. I mean, my self-worth is beat down to it's nothing. My self-worth is nothing. Why not play Diablo 2 right now? Because if I clicked on Diablo 2 right now, I'd lose half my viewers. And my goal is to try to make that money. Remember, I have to make $133 every day I open my eyes to even keep the life I'm accustomed to, right? Just to keep the things that I currently have, like lights and water. That's with me rationing out. Like I usually try to put...
Wings of Redemption is one of the most interesting lolcows. Not in that he's super flamboyant or has the biggest freakouts or gets arrested for banging his mom, but because he's had so many opportunities for success and has managed to squander all of them. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Wings has ever had the opportunity to undo his lolcow status. That's one of those things where once you've shit the bed, you can't unshit the bed. People know you're a lolcow, and that's what you are going to be known for going forward. But he's at least had opportunities to take his lolcow status and, make some money off it, become successful in some way. And today I want to talk about and focus on Wings' biggest opportunity to make something and try and become successful and break away from doing his pity party streams. That, of course, being his big boxing match he had at the beginning of 2023 against Boogie. Now, this was huge for Wings. Wings, if you don't know, constantly just has to stream and beg for money. That's his really only form of content, and he basically just gets trolled and is given pity money from his fans. And Wings was given an opportunity to go to London and fight Boogie. Now, Boogie, you might think, well, that's just another washed up YouTuber. But what you have to understand is at one point, Boogie was the face of YouTube. He was huge, way more popular than Wings ever was. So this was a good chance for Wings to get his name out there. Not only that, but Keemstar was promoting it, and say what you will about Keemstar, he always seems to be in the public eye, and people are talking about Keemstar, and his opinion kind of matters in the world of content creation, if not just a little bit. But all in all, this could have helped Wings greatly. Not only that, this fight was a layup. Wings could not lose this fight. All he had to do was fight an aging Boogie who already is completely obese and horribly out of shape, and just, it was a mess. It was a layup. And Wings went out there, and to his credit, I did not think Wings was going to go to London and go out there and, beat the shit out of Boogie, but he did. And that was huge. And people thought, wow, Wings is going to turn it around. This is the redemption of Wings of Redemption. And I don't know if you've been paying attention lately, but I don't think most people have heard Wings be brought up in, the internet conversation or the zeitgeist. When that fight happened, everyone was talking about Wings of Redemption. Everyone was talking about this fight. Everyone was covering it, and Wings completely failed to capitalize. There was talks of him doing a podcast with Boogie and Darkside Phil, but that fell through, I think, because Darkside Phil is, a weirdo or whatever. But you don't need Darkside Phil. You can call Boogie and set up a podcast. It's not that hard. And it also doesn't need to be a podcast. You can do something else, have some kind of content produced outside of your streams. If you look at any big streamer, yes, they do their streams, but they also are uploading videos and producing other forms of content. Because you know what? Not all of your fans are going to be able to tune in to every stream. They're not sitting and waiting for you to, show up. And especially new viewers or people that are just coming in because they saw your big boxing event or they heard Moist Critical talk about you. They want to see your content in some kind of evergreen form where they can just click on it and watch it without having to invest the time in the stream. But Wings really didn't produce any of that. All he really did was some pre-fight stuff with Keemstar, but you need to have some content available outside of your streams. People aren't just going to go, in for the long haul. And yes, he did get a boost in his streams initially, but clearly that's petered out. And say what you will about Boogie, at least Boogie has been trying since the fight to capitalize and doing interesting things. You know, Boogie's made a podcast. He'll talk to Turkey Tom all the time and, you know, do videos that way. He's, you know, got a documentary coming out soon. I'm not sure when, but I think late October there's going to be a Boogie documentary, you know, exploring his struggles as a lolcow or whatever, which I think is probably going to boost, you know, Boogie back into the conversation. But Wings has done nothing. Wings has gone back to his, you know, pity party streams, and it just seems like at every turn Wings is given these opportunities and, you know, the ability to work with huge popular creators and just pisses it down its leg. I mean, PKA is huge. It's a huge podcast. Wings was, you know, at the forefront of that and just kind of was so lazy about it that he got kicked off. And now he gets this opportunity to get in front of a lot of people, have people talk about him, which is huge in the world of content creation. People are tweeting about you, people are making videos about you, you live on, your name continues to exist, and you can capitalize on that, and you can make some cash, and you can, you know, find success, and you can evolve as a content creator. But Wings didn't want to do any of that. All Wings seems to want to do is play video games and talk about playing those video games. For some reason, Wings has failed to see why he was popular to begin with. It was always kind of his personality. People liked the charming Southern guy with interesting stories. But Wings never really wanted to capitalize on any of that. All he really wanted to do was pretend to be some kind of esports legend, be just this douchebag. But that's not really what people watch his content for. They like kind of the humble conversation. And now all he seems to want to do is, you know, play Call of Duty and complain about how he can't get a real job or how money's tight. And I get it. Your chat probably isn't giving you much to work with because they're all probably trolls, but you need to do something. You need to change the way you do streams. Do something different on stream than just play Rainbow Six Siege and get pissed about how you're getting killed all the time. You got to do something else. You've got to, you know, reach out to other content creators. That's one thing that Wings has always seemed to been around all these other content creators, whether it's FPS Russia, Woody's Gamertag, Whiteboy7 Street. I mean, I guarantee Wings still has these people's phone numbers. Call these people, reach out to them, do some kind of collaborative content, something interesting. Make people want to watch what you're doing. You can't just turn on the camera, load up a game, and expect to find some kind of success. You have to evolve. That's how YouTube works. You have to, you know, change the way you do things ever so slightly. I mean, obviously, we're not expecting Wings to make Meat Canyon level animation videos, right? But you need to pivot in small ways that keeps your current audience interested, but will also be different enough to pull a new audience in and keep people around. But Wings just can't seem to get it done, and it's so frustrating. And I think that's why he's an interesting lolcow. Why people like watching him is because he comes so close to success. He comes so close to having something. Like I said with PKA, he was on a huge podcast right before it broke through and got super popular and became profitable. And again, he goes into this huge boxing match where he's promoted everywhere and then just disappears right afterwards. Can't capitalize. And it's so frustrating but so interesting to watch. And I just wanted to make a video about it because I'm super interested in Wings. I want Wings to succeed. I wish Wings would find something he's passionate about to make videos on, because I think he can turn it around. Like I said, he constantly gets these opportunities. And Wings, if you're out there watching this, hit me up. Let's start a podcast. We can turn this around, buddy. We'll do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, what do you guys think is Wings' biggest problem? Are you guys interested in Wings? Do you think Wings is just a constant lost cause and will never turn it around? King of Conway. What are your thoughts? Outside of that, this has been my video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that cool, good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.